Kajabi is an online business and course creation platform used by thousands of 6, 7, and 8-figure online business owners. But what sets them apart from the competition? And is it the right platform for you? I don't believe that business is one size fits all. So that's why in today's tutorial, I'm excited to bring you behind the scenes and show you how you can create a website, build and sell online courses, create community, run email marketing, and manage your whole business from Kajabi to see if this platform is a good fit for you. Hey, I'm Melissa, and welcome back to Wit and Wire, where we help everyday experts become profitable course creators. First, I want to ask the question, what is Kajabi? Kajabi is what's called an all-in-one platform, which means that they can do all of the essential online business functions like building a website, email marketing, and creating and selling digital products and services. If you're comparing Kajabi against other course creation platforms, I think it's helpful to keep that distinction in mind that it's an all-in-one platform because there's two camps of course creation platforms. We have the all-in-ones, and then we have what I call specialists. So specialists do not build a full website. They don't do email marketing, but they specialize and really excel at creating online courses and digital products. So when you're choosing a platform, I would first ask yourself, do I need a tool that can create the full website, email marketing, and do it all? In which case, Kajabi is going to be a great choice. It's one of, if not the best, all-in-one platforms for online business owners. On the other hand, if you're set with your website, maybe you have a WordPress or a Squarespace site and you're happy with it, or you already have email marketing, it's possible that Kajabi could be overkill. But throughout this tutorial, I'm excited to still bring you behind the scenes to show you what the course creation features look like to help you decide if it's right for you. With that in mind, let's go ahead and start the tutorial. To create your account, you'll visit witandwire.com/Kajabi. Here, you'll see an extended 30-day free trial exclusive for Wit and Wire's audience. So you'll go ahead and create your free account, and I'll meet you in the dashboard. Here's a preview of the Kajabi admin dashboard. So this is what you'll see anytime you log into Kajabi. On the sidebar, you can see all the main areas of your business, and I'll cover each of these one by one. On the bottom left, you can either access the settings of your entire account or reach out to Kajabi's help team for support. And then on the top right, you can also take a look at your own account settings or again, ask for feedback. You can also use this search bar to either find help articles or find something within your account. So it's just good to know that this is here. Now let's quickly review your options in the sidebar. We have products, which includes any of the courses or other digital products or services that you sell. So you can add new products here, and we'll come back to this shortly to talk about how you can create and sell online courses. Then under sales, you'll see all of your transactions. Under website, you'll see your main site, as well as any additional landing pages you might create. Under marketing, you can manage your email campaigns, funnels, and automations. Then under contacts, you'll see all of the email subscribers as well as students in your account. And then finally, analytics will show you any insights about your website, your page conversion for different funnels, and just all of the activity for your business. Then on the bottom, let's click into settings. If you're just getting started in Kajabi, I recommend that you start with the settings tab. So what I would do is go through each of these one by one and add information about your business because these settings are reflected in a lot of the areas where you build. So I think it's good to start here. So for example, under site details, this is where you share your business name, your logo, your brand colors, and then you can continue on through the marketing settings, the checkout settings, and so forth. So once you have all of these configured, that'll put you in a good starting place when you go to build your site and your digital products. Scrolling down a little bit, you can also see account settings. So if you ever need to change your password or your billing info or add other users, you can do so here. Next, let's take a look at creating a website in Kajabi. So along the left menu, we have the main menu called Website. Here you can see I have a demo site, but if you're just getting started, you can go to the template store where Kajabi offers quite a few free starting templates just built into their account. Or you can purchase a template from a third-party business and you can import it. So for today, I'm going to go ahead and click the Prosper template. I think this is a great, well-rounded choice for a lot of businesses. And as you evaluate templates, whether it's through Kajabi or a third-party provider, I wouldn't pay as much attention to the colors and the fonts. Those can change. I would look at what's called the wireframe. The wireframe is kind of the organization of different elements. So this header, I like that I see text and a button. I like that I have this 3-column setup followed by an opt-in. So that's what I'm evaluating when I look at templates. I'm going to add this to my saved templates. And this is going to just take a few seconds to install that new template, and we'll go ahead and customize some of those options. Now that our template is installed, you can hover over this to click Customize Page, and this brings you into the website editor. Now, along the left, you'll notice that this sidebar has two main menus. We have sections and settings. So under settings, you might want to start here. You could add a favicon, which is the little icon that appears in the browser tab, and you could go through a few additional options like the style guide to set the primary page background color and a few additional branding choices that it would apply to the full site. But then from there, you can see what Kajabi does is they configure a set series of initial sections, but you can always add new sections, and they have some essentials that you can build from. For example, you have some hero sections that go at the top. We have different feature sections, so you can take a look through the list. And then once you have a section added, you can click into any section to make updates. The other way you can figure out, maybe you just know you want to edit this text, you can just click into any part of the page on the right, and the more you click, you can see it modifies what you can see on the left. So one just overall Kajabi editing tip is just knowing that depending on what you've clicked in the right side of the screen, that will alter what the menu options are on the left. So I can see that I'm editing text. So I have not just clicked the section, I have actually gone all the way into this specific text block, and I could add new text here, and I could go into individual block settings below to continue customizing. So again, let's say I wanted to edit the hero. You can see I could edit this text, or I could click into the button. And as you click, it becomes more granular to customize anything you want on the side. From the top here, if I liked these settings, I could save those changes to lock it in. You can also view, let's say, the mobile experience, which I always think is a good double check before you publish new pages to see how it looks on mobile. Heading back to the desktop view, you can also scroll through the other default pages on your site. So if you wanted to edit, let's say, the About page, it'll tell me to leave site because I didn't lock in those changes. So let's go ahead and click Save. And from there, I should be able now to go to the About page, and it'll just take a quick second to load. Here's a very similar looking About page. So if I were setting up a new Kajabi website, I would go through these fundamental pages. I would click into the different elements. I would customize the text and the styling. And then heading back a few times, I would just make sure that I liked the way it looked, adding sections or even removing sections if needed. If you click the menu here, you can delete or duplicate or even hide a section if you aren't sure yet. So I would go through all of those, save your changes, and then head back to design. I'm not going to save those changes. I'm just going to go ahead and go back here. If you need to add new pages, you can head over to the Pages tab. So this is where you can manage all of the pages in your site. You can also add new website pages if needed. So I think this is a useful place to know about. You'll see we have system pages as well as custom pages. A system page means that it's there by default. All Kajabi sites have all of these system pages, but I could also add my own new pages here. After you create your website, you might also be curious about landing pages. So a landing page is typically a page with a single call to action. So course sales pages, email opt-in pages, those are all considered to be landing pages. So you can add a new landing page anytime, and then you can change, first of all, which type of page it is, as well as which default sales template or podcast landing page template or link in bio template. You can see they're giving you quite a few options. I think that the opt-ins here, let's view all. This is probably the most common section where you might create an email opt-in template using one of these starter options, but the page builder will look just like you saw in the website editor. You'll also probably want to check out navigation. So this is where you can decide what you see in the main menu of your website. So maybe you want to add a page. For example, maybe I want to add the About page to the main nav on my site. So you can make decisions around what you want people to see, move them around. Same thing with the footer. So I would spend a little bit of time customizing your essential pages under design and then the navigation here. To preview your site, you can click the eye icon and this will open it up in a new tab. So although we didn't edit too much, you can see the basics of what's included in the site. You can poke around, see where things go, and make customized decisions to make this match the look and feel of your business. Up next, let's create an online course in Kajabi. So from the dashboard, we're going to click Products along the side. And this is where you can see your existing products or add a new product. These are the 4 product types as of the time of this recording. I'm going to add a course and click Get Started. And based on the plan that I'm on, you can see I've reached my limit. It'll be in draft mode, but that works perfectly for me. I'm going to give this a title. Maybe we'll call it Course Builders, and you could add a brief description here. I'm just going to skip it for now. And I'm also going to turn off generating a sample course outline. But if you want to learn more about using Kajabi's AI, you're welcome to do so. But since I already have my own plan, I'm going to click Continue. Here on the next page, you can upload an image, which would be the course thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and just find one from my device. Here is a stock image. I'm going to go ahead and save this and upload one file. And you can always change this later. The title, the thumbnail, none of these decisions are permanent. So let's click Save and Finish. And this will bring us into the course editing page. You can see mid-page, we have this menu of options. So outline is where you can add sections and lessons. And I'm going to bring up an existing course that I have shortly so you can really get a feel of what that looks like. You can also customize the look and feel of the course here. You can add offers, i.e. different price points. You can also see how many students are enrolled here. You can utilize certificates if that suits your business. And under settings, this is where you could change the course title and image at any time. Now, rather than continuing with this new product, I'm actually going to head back to all products and bring you into my Kajabi blueprint to give you a better look and feel of what a course could look like in Kajabi once it's built out. So here you can see I have a few different sections. They call them modules, and you can edit the title and description here. And then within this module, I have a series of individual lessons. So you can add new lessons by clicking Add Content and clicking Add a Lesson. I'm going to go ahead and click Edit to just show you what the lesson editor looks like. Here, this is the title of the lesson. I've uploaded this media file by just dragging and dropping in this video, and Kajabi will host that video for you. And then below the video, I do have the option to add additional text if I need to, or downloadable files like PDFs. And you can also, if you want to get intermediate about it, you could add different automations that take place based on actions in this lesson. So if, for example, this were the last lesson in a section and you wanted to add an automation that could trigger an email sent to the student when they complete this lesson, you could do so here. But I would call that intermediate, certainly not required. This is a published lesson. It's visible to students, and I have hidden the comments, but you could make them visible below the lesson if you wanted to. So let's actually go ahead and click preview to see what this looks like. Here you can see the video is shown at the top. The title is here, and if I had text below the video, it would show up below. Here's another example of just a text-only lesson, so you don't have to include video in every lesson. But now that you can see what this looks like, let's actually head back over here, and I'm going to use the breadcrumbs at the top to head back into this course. So you saw how you can add individual lessons, and within the lesson, you saw how you could add videos or PDFs. But here on the Customize tab, this is where you can decide what the look and feel of the course appears as. So I'm going to click Customize, and I'm using the Momentum template. There are a few different built-in options in Kajabi, but you can see this looks similar to the website builder. So on the side, you can see different sections of the page, and you can see overall settings to change the typography and the color scheme of this course. So that's how I changed it to be this Wit and Wire branding. You can also use this dropdown at the top to change, this is called the product page. I could also change what they call a post. In course lingo, that's just an individual lesson. So I would spend some time going through this, making your individual changes to really customize the look and feel of the course to suit your brand. You can also create a community in Kajabi. So whether you're selling a membership or you want to have a community component that goes along with your course, what you can do is go to products and add what's called a community. So I have one created, and I'm going to go ahead and click Go to Community to open this up in a new tab. So you can see I've done some customization here. I have a thumbnail, I've added my own photo, and I've created what they call circles. So we have one called Course Discussion, where maybe students in Course Builders can go here and create posts. We also have one for feedback. I was just playing around with some demo spaces, but you can see after you or somebody else creates a post, you can either react with an emoji or leave a comment like a traditional threaded forum. You can also arrange meetups or challenges. So if you are interested in creating a community, or like I said, just adding this as a component to a course, you would build it out as an individual product in Kajabi, and you could choose to sell it directly, or you could automatically enroll people into this community if they purchase specific products. You can also create and sell coaching products through Kajabi. So under products, here I am in the coaching tab, and if we click Get Started, this will prompt you to create a package. So maybe I'm just selling a single session of one call, but you can also sell a package that might have multiple sessions. So maybe I'll just call this Course Consulting with Melissa. Maybe I'll just put my own name here. And I would add a description, but I'll leave it blank for now. We can edit it later. And I am, again, at my limit on this demo account, but you do see the option here. You can either use Kajabi's built-in scheduling tool, or you could integrate with Calendly or your own custom link. I'll just stick with Kajabi for now and use their built-in live video tool and set this to be 1 hour and click continue. I am going to change the primary color here. Maybe I'll just use this one so you can see where it goes. The secondary color, you can see it's the background. I don't love this color combo, but I just wanted to show you where it could go. And I'm gonna skip uploading an image as a thumbnail just to show you what this experience looks like. This brings me into my course consulting coaching product. And what you can do is create a session template, which has a title, a brief agenda, and even additional resources. And so anytime somebody purchases this single call, this would be kind of the template for that call. And you would be able to manage the individual buyers in Kajabi. So I think it's great that Kajabi allows for these different types of products, not only digital products like courses, but also the opportunity to include coaching products. Up next, let's talk about email marketing in Kajabi. So I'm looking at the marketing menu, and we have email campaigns, funnels, and automations. So when I click email campaigns, this shows a list of individual emails. And let's take a look at the email editor by adding a new email campaign. So let's do an email broadcast as though maybe we were preparing a weekly newsletter. You can see they have different starting templates, but I'm going to go ahead and just choose share a newsletter and click get started. So maybe we'll call this demo newsletter and click create, and it'll just take a few seconds to upload. Now you can see all contacts will receive this broadcast, or you can segment your users based on what you're sending, but I'll click save and continue to show you the editor. Here we have the internal title, and I could add a subject line and preview text. And then down here, you can see when you click edit content, this is how you actually access the email editor. And very similar to the website builder, the course customize tool, you can see Kajabi once again has the sidebar with the sections of the email and the settings. So one of the things I really like about Kajabi is the fact that the builder is so consistent. So once you're familiar with how the website builder looks, then you can build emails, you can customize your course appearance. I think that they have a great consistency across their product. You can click any of these elements to edit. You can also click back. You can add new sections. You can remove sections. And so once I had this to my liking, let's say I added an intro, I could add an image, or maybe I don't really want an image. I could go ahead and just delete this section. I would continue moving through each section, and then I would click save. You can also head back into this main menu and send yourself a test email, which I always recommend before you send anything out to your audience. So if I were actually doing this, I would click send a test email, and then potentially not for a newsletter, you might consider automations here, but I would click save and continue. They won't let me because I don't have preview text, but on the next page, you could click schedule email to either go out immediately or schedule it for a date in the future. Up next, let's click over to funnels. In Kajabi, a funnel is a sequence of steps, and it's usually a series of pages and emails. One of the most common examples is an email opt-in sequence. So the goal of that funnel is to get people to download a freebie. So I already added one, and let's take a look. Here you can see this sequence of steps starts at the top and moves down. So here is the opt-in page, and then after they submit the form, they are entered into an email sequence and they land on a thank you page. So I could click any of these individual elements and I could edit and customize this page. I could then customize the email and I could add new emails if I wanted it to send more than one, but you can click into this email to actually edit the content of the email and see the stats. And then finally, I could customize the thank you page. I think this is a big advantage in Kajabi because not only can you visualize the sequence for your audience, but you can also view the stats of this funnel. Now, this is just a demo, but I think this is one of the most powerful parts of Kajabi. You can see the overall conversion rate of this funnel. So of all of the people who saw the opt-in page, what percentage of them converted into leads? Or you could also have a funnel for, let's say, a course. You could see from the sales page to purchase? What percentage of people who view the sales page convert? Again, I think this is a major advantage of Kajabi that most competitors don't have. So I'm a big fan of the funnels feature. Let's head back to the marketing menu. You can also see automations, and depending on which Kajabi plan you're on, the best way I can describe automations is that when somebody takes an action, an automation would trigger a follow-up action. So funnels do include built-in automations, but this tab kind of extends functionality. I'm on the lowest paid tier of Kajabi, so I don't have access to this. I also want to briefly talk about the analytics tab. So I'm not going to click in my demo school because it will show private information, but here's a screenshot from Kajabi's help articles where they show you the essentials of the analytics dashboard. So you can see a nice screenshot of your last 30 days and your all-time revenue, and then you can dive deeper into individual metrics and see recent transactions on the side. So again, another perk of using an all-in-one platform is the fact that all of your metrics from website views through purchase data is in one place, and I think it's a great way to stay on top of how your business is growing. Overall, I really think that Kajabi is one of, if not the best all-in-one platforms for online business owners currently on the market. So if you're looking for a tool that can help you create a website, do basic email marketing, and create and sell online courses and even services, I think it's well worth considering. On the other hand, if you already have a website, you already use email marketing, and you're just looking for a course creation platform, then it might be overkill for the price point, and a specialist might be a better fit. So if you're looking for a full side-by-side comparison, as well as some additional tools I recommend for course creators, you can download our free course creation toolkit at witandwire.com/course toolkit. Or if you're ready to get started with Kajabi and test it out for yourself, you can grab that extended 30-day trial at witandwire.com/Kajabi. If you found this video useful, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Wit and Wire for future online business tutorials. If you enjoyed this video, here's another one that I think might be useful.